Hello and welcome to the weekly live stream that I do here at McCaffrey Crafts. If this is your first live stream, hello, I'm Francis McCaffrey, and this is my dad, also Francis McCaffrey, but we'll call him Frank just to differentiate. So, Francis, Frank. The same on Facebook too, because sometimes I'm not really on there, so some people miss us. And look off the bat there, Andre, always on time. Hi, Francis, how are you? Nice being on your weekly live stream. Always a pleasure to have you, Andre. That's pretty good, and it's good that here I'll show you. Just hit the refresh button.
Yeah.
And I have a special guest today. I brought my dad along. Well, I just called up to his house, so it's easier to do that as well. So just kind of refresh that, and then it'll show up. Like
anyway, it'll come up now.
There we go. You see,
that's it.
So I'm just putting it on a second computer here as well. So we have 8 people already. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We have Joe Grande as well. So Mr. McCaffrey, and hi, Francis. So I think that's
it's a problem with my computer too. You must check that sometime.
There's always a problem with your computer. I know I'm playing too many games in it.
Yeah. Oh, there.
There it is as well.
Yeah.
All right, we press. So give that a second now. Yeah, there's definitely a problem with your computer anyway. It's like all glitching.
I'm going to get down here. I think it might stop. No. Yeah.
Yeah, but then you can't see the comments for deleting the comments.
Oh yeah, sorry.
There, that's worked better as well.
Yeah. I'm very small there, am I?
You are.
You're very big. You're very big. That what you got in your ear will look very big.
Oh yeah. It's and this year. So
I know.
Wait, I'll show you guys. So today I drew first blood of the blackthorn. I think you can see it there in my ear. Is it showing up on camera?
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, it is. I can see it there. Yeah.
Yeah, I drew first blood today. I got injured when me and Dad were out scouting some areas today as well. So that was pretty good. Garen, good afternoon to the Fellowship of the Blackthorn. Hello, Garen. Very nice for you to join the weekly live stream. And on this live stream, we will just talk about stick making, talk about anything you want as well. You have 2 generations of stick makers here. My dad is a stick maker as well as me as well. Let's see. We have James Coleman as well. He says, "Good day, fine sirs." Hello, James.
Hello.
How are things? And we have let's see as well. We have a friend of ours saying hello. That's very good as well. Very nice to meet you. And we also have Garen as well saying hi. Very nice to meet you as well. So if you do have any questions, then it's always good to kind of to ask us as well. I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions as well. And you have my dad today, so if you want to ask anything to him, just ask away as well. We have Mike D as well from the US. Very nice to meet you as well, Mike. And Neil as well. We have good evening, gentlemen. We have John over on Facebook saying hello as well. So we've done a lot of the hellos as well. So as always, look, I can give you guys an update of what I'm working on. And I'll give you guys a chance to think of some questions to ask my dad. You know, my dad's a carpenter by trade and has work with wood as well. And we're all preparing for the cutting season as well, which will be beyond us. So again, look, I've been working on a lot of sticks. I put a lot of heavy cudgels up this week. I put 2 root balls up yesterday to give you guys an idea of what it is. I also put an old antique stick that I found that I made a video on as well, and I hope you really do like the content that I've been putting out there this week. And as I was saying there, the last week or so, I've been looking for some new places to cut blackthorn. We're getting close now, guys. We're getting close. I think another probably 2 weeks, and we can get into to cutting some blackthorn, because you have to really time it at the right time. If you start cutting too soon, it can add an extra year to the seasoning process. So he's Joe. Really wished blackthorn grew in the US. Don't have the room or good places to buy a sapling and hope for the best. Okay, what do you think of that, Dad?
Yeah, there we are now. Yeah, that's it.
There you are. Okay, very good.
Well, I didn't miss what it was. What did he say?
Guys, you gotta ask some questions to my dad. Keep him awake. He's already dozing off here, guys. You gotta keep him entertained. So Andre, what questions you got for my dad? Let's see. Like your new root ball, give the beast a root. Yeah, I got proper tools this year, Andre. You won't be criticizing me the tools I got this year. You'll be very impressed. I took some of your recommendations. Let's see now. We'll see what's here. James, I hope to soon do some work on sticks and grind knots off and prepare them for power sanding. Very good, James, as well. So like You see, to grind the knots off. So you probably take the bark off and stuff on your sticks, is it, James? And no, in
Probably
America,
means sand off or rasp them off or
something like
grind,
that.
yeah.
Let's see now. Joe Grand, it grows in the Northwest in the USA. Let's see. A lot of places that are owned by the town I live in wouldn't permit me to plant a blackthorn sapling.
We know the feeling.
Yeah. You know, there's rules and regulations everywhere, but you gotta just navigate them pretty well and stay just in the right side of the rules as well. But you know, you never seen a man do well who played by the rules. Let's see, Garen. I would like to find a hiking stick about 50 inches with a small knob and the bowl on top. I had a few this year, Garen. You've got to be quick on the draw. I've made several of them this year. They have sold pretty fast. Who knows? There might be one or two more coming as well. Because they're highly sought after, I'll just give everyone an equal chance. So keep an eye on the website, and you never know. There might be some hiking sticks with some knobs coming up pretty soon. Joe called me today as well. We had a chat. There's Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Joe is in
Germany, isn't he?
Germany as well.
Yeah.
You know him as well. I didn't interview him on the channel.
Yeah.
Let's see. A question there from James. Do you have a permit to collect blackthorn? It's like a hunting license. No, it's not. You don't. There's no lie. You know, it doesn't run around. It doesn't have antlers. You know, you don't need a hunting permit as well. But don't worry about that. You just have to cut within the hedge cutting season. So you're not allowed to cut after the 31st of March. So that is like the deadline, and that would be the rule within it as well. But yeah, we don't need a hunting license as well. I think the blackthorn hunts me. You know, the amount of cuts and bruises and everything. It's like I always compare cutting blackthorn to the horror movie Saw. It's like going into one of those torture chambers. Joseph is saying, hello, everyone. Okay, we said enough
Joseph,
hellos, guys.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
6 minutes in. Enough of the hellos, guys. Ask some questions.
Time for business now.
Time for business, man. Let's get on. My dad's here sitting beside me, waiting for your guys' questions. And all you're doing is saying hello. Come on. We want good questions now coming in for my dad as well. And let's see. Yes, I use a Fordham and rasp to remove the knots and imperfections. And then I have, let's see, a 1/4 HP counter power sander as well.
Yeah, that's good.
But, you know, some of those imperfections, they're features. You gotta like, you know, sometimes those imperfections you can work with, and you can bring out something quite nice in. And you know, like, don't worry how it looks, like worry how it feels. You know, look how you're doing as well. Let's see now. We have a question here from Neil. Do you ever strip the bark off any of your sticks, or does it look horrible? Here, my dad.
Yeah, that is terrible. They just don't look right at all. The bark, you see, been, you know, about an eighth of an inch thick. But to remove that, like, that's 1/4 of an inch you're taking off from, you know, equal sides, and no, it looks terrible.
Yeah, on blackthorn anyway, it just looks weird. It looks naked.
It's not. It's you know.
You know, maybe I'll do an OnlyFans where I'll remove the bark. You can all join the OnlyFans. You know, to see some unbarked shillelaghs. Is it snowing in Ireland right now?
Well, we don't know. Yeah, why do we look cold? Look. No. There's no snow yet. Anyway,
we get snow maybe once every 20 years.
We have a high mountain behind the house here, and that's the sign. That's it. The first place in Ireland, the highest mountain in Ireland. So when it snows, then we tell everyone about it. Watch out.
There's a big mountain in County Kerry, and the very top there's a little bit of snow showing, but every now and again, but not you know, here we're near the beach, not too far from the southwest coast, so we get warm air still, never too cold. Okay.
What's your dad's name? Oh.
Joe, you don't know my dad's name. What are you talking about? Joe, you've spoke to my dad. You've met him before online. You should know I'm a 5th generation. You know, we share the same name, Joe. There's a clue for you. It's not that hard to figure out my dad's name.
Let's be frank about it.
Yeah, we got to be frank about these things, Joe. Like, you know, frankly speaking, you know, you should really pay attention as well. You know, Benjamin Franklin, or wasn't it? It's a nice place as well. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the earliest you can start cutting? Not yet. You got to wait until the first. Or you can answer that. When do you think the first cutting is?
Well, you know, when all the leaves are gone and the sloes are starting to fall off, they've got ripened, that is the time. So there's no sap rising up into the blackthorn. That is the exact way to do it. And always was, going way back.
Okay. Let's see. Joe says, Neil, just lightly sand the bark like a 600 grit sandpaper, Neil, as well. Okay. Let's see. James, What does your dad think if I make a stick and attack a knob? He probably means attach a knob.
Attaching up, yeah, look at whatever you feel like doing. Yeah, if it'd be a pity to waste a long straight piece of blackthorn, there would be no use. So if you have a knob, a nice sort of attractive knob, why not put it on?
Yeah, but you can't call it an authentic Irish shillelagh then, because it's made from two pieces of wood.
Well, it wouldn't be authentic if he's not in Ireland anyway.
Exactly, like, be very nationalistic. We're both nationalistic Irish people. And let's see, did you like more than the root ball sticks or branches, or doesn't matter? This is my business, so whatever sells well is what makes me happy as well.
Mhm.
Personally, I like sticks that are for my size. I'm only 5'4", so I kind of like sticks that just feels good in my hand. Everyone's hands is different. There's no right or wrong. It's just what it is right for you. There's different sizes, there's different feels. Everyone has their own preference. That's what makes this such an interesting type of business, and that's why people collect sticks and have so many varieties, because there's so many different ways as well. So there's no better stick as well. It's a very subjective thing.
Mhm.
And there we go.
Oh, you got it in first go.
So
Frank.
Joe, that my dad's name is Frank, and I am Francis. My son's name is Francis also as well. My granddad was called Francis. My great granddad was called Francis. Probably the guy before him was called Francis too. Very, very original for names in our family as well. Okay. James, I polished the wood on my sticks, and the wood looks so beautiful, especially after sanding. Yeah, that's nice. That's the nice part.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. Yeah, that's good.
Because like after you've done that, the grain is there. You get an idea of what the stick is going to be like,
Mhm.
and when you apply that first finish on it as well, it really brings out a lot of things that you mightn't see too well, and it's always a nice time because you get near the end of the process. Mike D starts laughing. Let's see. Steve Kelly. Good afternoon, lads. Good afternoon, Steve. Where in the world are you from?
If
See.
you want the Kelly is spelled different than the Kellys that we know.
K-E-L-L-E-Y.
Yeah.
Okay, Mary Miles from Wyoming. Who's the one of the few ladies there we have in the channel
Mary,
as well.
I've been. Yeah, see, that's right.
Great supporter
Mary, yeah,
of
see,
Irish crafts.
She bought a few sticks I seen there from you. Yeah,
Very good.
that's right.
Joe, when the first frost comes is the best time to cut wood. That's when you're cutting sticks, Neil, as well. Yeah,
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. It's a different time of the year for it, the winter.
Yeah, exactly. It kind of, all the sap drains into the roots, and it just makes it a bit easier for when you're seasoning stick, when you're getting woods in that particular state, as opposed to cutting it in the summertime, which is more problematic. Your ear met a blackthorn today. It did. I got my first injury as well. A nice little thorn into the ear as well. No matter how careful you are. And I was just looking at little places, like walking around, where we're just like trying to find a few little handy places, and it got me. It always gets you. It's so first blood of this cutting season, which is the first part of the cutting season, is just going out and just looking as well to make sure the places you scout are still okay, they're still there, you can get in, get out, and you have to kind of like figure out as well the whole logistics of getting the wood in and out. Does the first frost signal the start of the cutting season as well? It does kind of help as well. It just depends on you just have to kind of see when, as my dad said earlier, like the slows are starting to go as well, and all the leaves are falling out, and you're getting to that stage with the first frost. Do you paint every stick black? No, I don't. No, we do variety. If you go to McCaffreycrafts.com, you can see I do black sticks. I also do different sticks as well. I do many different types of stick as well. What I've learned is thanks to the McCaffreys and Francis. Thank you, guys. Joe, you're a great supporter of Irish crafts, like my dad and me as well. And we're very thankful for guys like you, are genuine guys as well. You know who the real guys are who do this, and thank you for supporting us as well. Let's see. Joe has a question. Has there ever been a stick either of you have made that you just had to keep for yourself? You've asked me this before, Joe, but I asked my dad.
No. When we make a stick, you can't get too attached to it. It's for someone else to value the quality of it. We see different sticks every day, every week, every month, and we'd end up with a full room with them if we kept everyone we liked. So I think, Joseph, it's a case of make it, get rid of it.
Yeah, okay. All right. I'll call you Frank then, yes, and I'll call you Mr. McCaffrey out of respect. You call me Francis. It's fine, Joe.
Yeah.
We're past the formalities, Joe. You're known to us now, so that's fine.
Makes no difference.
That's fine. You can call us everything, and don't worry about that. Mm-hmm. James, I'm working on a European-style thumbstick with a polished bark. The shank is yellow birched. Should I use a wood or a horn thumbstick as well? Not really a fan of birch, though, to tell the truth. But what do you think?
Yeah, should I use? Well, you see, for a horn, you'd have to have 2 horns for the thumbstick. Isn't that the V one?
Like, yeah, put
the gun on it. Yeah. I don't know. I'd say myself that just use the natural. Use the natural birch. If it's sticking up like a Y shape. Yeah, that's I think what you should do. Well, if you're holding on to it, I suppose you could use the horn. But if there's anything we had to do with shipping and all, the rules are very strange for horns. If there's anything, we'll say a little bit of flesh inside it or something, you could be put into quarantine very fast.
Okay, we have Steve. Steve Kelly says we're from Dunkerron. Dunkerron, where's that again?
I think that must be Scotland. I swear, Dunkerron. He'll tell us in a minute now.
Okay, yeah, I can't recall it here in Ireland anyway.
No.
My Irish grandfather name was Francis. Yes, it's a good name.
Yeah, well, no, yes.
There you are. It's a good Irish name as well.
Mm-hmm.
I see Zero Fox. Good evening, Francis. Good evening to you as well. Mike, let's see. Oh, where's that gone? Sorry, just let me get that comment again. Yeah, so Mike, your father goes to the weekend fairs. He does. He loves them. He mentioned he finds curious tools sometimes, and it's interesting old stuff. Would like to see if any curious antiques could be shown in the future. Go on, you can answer that.
Oh yeah, I don't mind showing them if my son doesn't mind either. Yeah,
at all. Why not?
I have a workshop of them, a lot of stuff. But I would have them in stored. I have my plastic boxes full of different spanners and ancient type of tools for working on cars and plows and different farming implements. And I have amassed a lot of stuff. But I sell a lot, and then I get more, and I sell them, and I get more that type of way. It's like everything else. I don't get attached to what I have. It's just the joys of someone else valuing what you have.
Yeah, you can't be a stick maker and get attached to the sticks and keep them because you want to be business.
Yeah, but it's the same with tools. You'd end up with you'd be a hoarder.
Well, Mike, he is a bit of a hoarder. He has a lot of different things.
Yeah.
And my dad could do a YouTube channel with 600 videos just talking about spanners. I say every spanner and every little maker and different things. But
hammer, hatchet. Oh, look what.
Okay, next time he's on, he can bring in a few things.
Yankee screwdrivers, I have everything. Planes of different types of planes. Yeah, they're mostly all Stanley planes. I have steel ones. I have a lot of wooden planes as well, but they're hundreds of years old. Yeah, I have piles of them. I can't even remember what I have. I'd have to see them.
Dory is he has a lot. By like if he was talking about those things, I could just head away for an hour. I'll just say hello, goodbye, and come back an hour later. He'll talk away for all of those things, especially the woodworking tools. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because look, that was my trade for 54 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Good evening to your dad too. Very good.
Hello. Yeah.
Here he is, Frank. He's remembering now. Frank, do you collect slows to make slow gin or anything like that?
No, I don't anymore. No.
No, we're not big drinkers. Like
we're not. No, we don't bother with that. We'd rather it's easy to go to the off license and buy something.
Yeah.
The trouble to it. We had a few episodes of it from a member of our family. He had tried it, and one night in the middle of the night we heard us bang, bang, pop, pop. The whole corks blew out of them. They were in the bottom of a cupboard. So I think I said no more slows or any kind of wine coming into the house. Oh yes.
But it's just like a lot of people do that for Christmas and things like that. But I'm not really a fan of gin. I just don't really like the taste. But a lot of people do it and enjoy it. Let's see. Just an opinion, James. Try a bit of both. Same with wood, some and bone. So he's answering the question there to James.
Oh yes, that's right.
Try a bit of both. Why not? Good advice. Kieran, sorry, I bought that stick you described, and it's my favorite. Very good. Yeah, Mike has got some good ones for me.
Yeah.
Let's see. What's the biggest stick you've made? Like lengthwise, I suppose about 60 inches. Like weight, I think close to 3 kg or something like that. What about you? Or
Oh, I'd say there were about 5 stone, big ones, massive ones in my time. Yeah. So but they'd be only for
5 stone stick?
they'd be, oh yeah, they'd be for display in pubs and all. I've sold a lot of people have Irish pubs all over the world, and they want something big, huge up over the bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I might even have some still left in my
I
sheds.
have those bogdale pieces. You know, those big pieces. I have big pieces of bogdale.
Yeah, they have them
They're
too.
big,
Oh yeah,
they're big.
but I have no. I had got massive. I got types that were all black turn, so pity to waste them. So that was it.
Yeah, 1 second now. Okay, so then the next one. Let's see, Joe. Some will like the bone. Some will like the wood. James, that's good. This is just some guys trolling a bit, so we'll just block these guys. 1 second now. Let's see, we'll just go to the next comment as well. So we got that one. Let's see, I will use wood, then, okay, here we go. So I will use the wood, then I'll use a pattern from European Stick book made out of sugar maple as well.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, this guy's from Offaly. That's where Dunkerrin is.
Oh, in Offaly. Oh, right.
Offaly. Don't know too many people actually in Offaly. Haven't really been there too
No,
much.
I know Farban. I used to always drive back.
Burr is in Offaly, is it?
Burr's in Offaly. Farban is in Offaly. Those famous hurlers. They used to have a good hurling team and footballers at one stage. Yeah, that's right. Farban.
Okay, greetings.
And the Bog of Allen, where all the turf was cut. That's all in Offaly as well.
Oh, very good. Let's see, Joe, who contacts me there, and is very good. A lot of questions as well, and he's been promoting me on Facebook. I saw.
Good man, Joe.
Good, Joe.
Yeah, I think we've thumbs up to each other too. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, because Joe, you're asking me because you thought my dad was me on Facebook, but I try to stay away from a lot of those. I do not endorse any of those groups at all. But my dad's in one of them admin as well.
Well, we have to comment because some things they're trying to block some of my son's work, so I have to try and put in.
Yeah, no, it's a shame. It's a shame that in a lot of those groups, when they have lists of all the shillelagh makers in Ireland, I'm not included on that list, given that I'm the biggest. So like it just kind of it's just kind of testament to the credibility of the guys running those groups. If you ever ask for a list of stick makers in any of those groups, on the list that they provide, I'm not on any of those lists. So they're just run by a few guys which are brand new, never been to Ireland, did an online little thing and think they call themselves experts. But to be an expert, you have to be making sticks for 15 years. Just buying a few sticks and telling tall tales that you own like loads of my sticks is it's a little bit unfortunate, but it's like that always with these kind of Facebook groups. They're run by, like, I'm sure there's some good people on these Facebook groups like you, Joe, as well, who are very happy to promote everyone and have a positive environment. But like, you can see yourself that they're usually just pushing one or two guys, or they're trying to sell their own sticks. So if you have a bunch of guys all trying to push their own agendas, there's always issue as well. And thank you for posting my pictures. But I do find it a little bit discouraging or something like that. That these guys are actively trying to erase me from existence on Facebook, saying that I do not exist. But I'm one of the biggest. You can find references to me. There's a BBC article on credibility. TG Carr contacted me as well. I've been featured on many very famous US blogs over the years. I've been interviewed. I've been on TV a load of times as well. I have 700 videos on YouTube. I have the largest community of shillelagh people on Facebook at 4.8 thousand people. I have nearly 6,000 people on my YouTube as well. So yeah, like it's always a point of contention there on those things. But anyway, getting back to your point, Joe, great. You've been posting pictures of my sticks. I hope those admins don't ban you for doing that, because apparently I don't exist in those groups. I got banned from them all. Let's see. Greetings, Joe. Once I've got okay. Greetings, guys. Once I've got my stick, is there anything I need to do as far as maintenance or to keep it looking nice? Go on, Dad. You can answer that.
Yeah, just I suppose use polish, a wood polish on it. That's what I would do anyway. Just keep polishing, freshen it up, because it may get a little scruff and some marks on it, but just that's it.
No, they're meant to be used. Like you don't need
Yeah,
to like
it's
over
like the
polish them.
same as you polish wood, any like pledge or any of these spray on, just clean it up,
Okay.
And if a mark comes on it, well, that's part of the life of your stick, like.
Yeah, you can buy a new one. Once it wears out.
Oh,
Always be selling.
Yeah,
Always be selling. ABC or ABS, whatever. What is the traditional meaning of the shillelagh? Maybe both of you can talk about Irish traditions for the stick as well. So the word itself, like in some academics say the word only refers to oak. So whenever they refer to it, rather than calling the wood oak, they call it a shillelagh. So there's kind of like some references to that. Shillelagh is also, there's some sources that say that it came from the Irish word sail ella, which means a thonged stick as well. So a lot of people believe one or believe the other, but it's like everything in Irish history is very hard to know exactly. And the thing is, both could be right in different places and in different things as well. So in terms of the meaning, it comes either derived from the Irish word or else it was specifically used just to describe oak. So rather than saying, oh, that was an oak boat, it was a dish, and because that area where there was a forest and they was famous for oak. The blackthorn itself was more derived out of Tipperary and Cork to start with, and blackthorn was the wood of choice and the prized wood that the faction fighters would have used as well. So it was then that blackthorn became quite famous, and Tipperary was a very hotbed of it. Then Cork, and then it spread to Kerry as well, not too long, and all up the west coast of Ireland. And very much kind of like the working man's type of stick as well. They would use it as a utility on the farm. They'd use it to carry around all day for fun, for fighting. They had their special sticks as well. There's guys that would have special sticks just for battle. Always the biggest and strongest guys in the village seem to be the best fighters with these sticks. So that kind of indicates that it was all brute force. So whoever was the strongest usually won. Just like in most fights, you put a heavyweight fighter against a lightweight fighter, only one's going to come out there as well. Let's see if you want to talk about that, Dad, or any traditions or anything you want to.
No, there's not. I think you've covered there. Yeah, I think.
Okay. Well, like the rowan tree traditions, they'd keep some of that in the house, some rowan tree, and that was usually for good luck as well. As I said, most of the traditions were blackthorn was more for utility, for defense as well. People would carry it around in case they needed to use it. It was always good to have a stick on you. People would carry it around just like people would wear a watch. It wasn't something that was age dependent. It wasn't seen as a walking aid. It was very much seen as a utility tool, and there's been so many references in throughout Irish history. Yeah, let's see. If you keep the sticks that catch your fancy, you'll soon run out of space to live as well.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's exactly what I was saying there earlier. Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah, you can't and you have to. You're only as good as the last stick you make, to say. So you got to go out and find more and make better ones. And I kind of believe that every stick has its rightful owner, and it finds the right person for it as well. And when you find a stick that's meant for you, that's more valuable to me, knowing that my stick is with someone who actually cares about it, who cherishes it, who sees it as this heirloom connection to Ireland. Guys who bring it places and bring it on tour. For me, that's what carries a lot of value as well. What I enjoy. Let's see. You had good luck on your last raid in your dad's shed. Oh yeah, when I got the rowan trees, yeah. Any 56-inch plus rowan or blackthorn epic pieces coming up before Christmas?
There might be, Mick. Yeah, you never know.
So I can only raid his shed when he's not around, and when my mom helps me out as my accomplice.
When I'm away at the vintage shows, you never know what happens.
Exactly. It's it's
and the cat's away, the mice do play.
Yeah. There's loads there as well. Let's see. Stay in my kitchen and eat deer and watch F&F Best Live. What's F&F? But football or something?
No,
okay.
F&F. I don't know.
I don't know. Tell us what F&F is as well. But yeah, Andre, I've seen your house in the pictures. It looks very nice. You have a nice fireplace. And when you have the swords above your fireplace too, looks pretty cool. That's very good. Let's see now. So Bullionaire says, "Hey, hello. How are things with you as well?"
Hello.
Let's see, Mike. The English outlawed cudgels from Ireland, but the Irish outsmarted them and made cudgels like walking stick, which shillelaghs used for walking, but also for protection.
Yeah, that was definitely true. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, you look, people were always trying to bend the rules and different. Actually, that's the thing on airplanes too. Like, you can actually bring a walking aid onto an airplane because it's seen as a walking aid, but you're not allowed to bring on knitting needles. So, you know, if if you're in a dispute, you want to have a little crochet or knitting needle or a blackthorn. You know, there's no things there. Jimmy Edwards is another good supporter of the channel. Hello, and he's all the way down in South Texas as well. What's it like there? Is it like pretty hot? I think right near the border, probably with Mexico. Let's see. Ron, he always pops up in about the 30-minute mark as well.
Yeah, that's Ron. Yeah.
Yeah. Happy Friday, Jenks. No shortcut to experience. Gotta do the work. Exactly. I say that all the time to guys questioning me. Like, guys will ask me questions about how do I finish a stick? How do I do this? And, you know, I always tell them the same. You got to go through experience. You got to find out these things yourself. You got to blend them. You got to get the right temperature. You got to, you know, there's so many different things into it. There's like within stick making, you know, there's a lot of trial and error to try to find the right type of combination to do different things. And you find your pattern. You find your own way. And maybe about another 10 years, when I get to 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, I will actually do a stick making course. I kind of said that to my dad too. Like, it'll take me. I'm only 6,000 now, so if I get to 100, if I ever get to 100,000 on YouTube, and there's a big enough community and enough people listening, I'll do a whole kind of thing and do a course on stick making as well. But I'm only 44, so I think, you know, I'm still in my prime boxing years, you know. Joe says haters gonna hate. Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Joe, that's what they're up against. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's just like normally I don't really bother by it as well. But then my dad showed me a screenshot. He was like, "Look at what these guys are saying about our family name." And my dad is very proud of the name McCaffrey, and as I am as well. I was raised to have respect for my name, for my heritage, for what I've done, and it's an insult to Ireland and to the McCaffrey name. What some of these guys are doing, and you know, it's a little bit I can tolerate and I think is okay, but you know, when guys like are crossing the line and being very proactive and different things as well, competition is great, but you know, when you step over into something else, I think for men who compete, it's very good. Like between me and other stick makers, I think it's very good to compete against each other. Like you know, I make sticks, I know Joe makes sticks, Andre makes sticks as well. And you know, we're looking at each other and we're always trying to improve. Joe calls me to improve. Andre's asked me questions to improve as well. I'm always looking at things as well. Andre gave me some advice about what you know, in terms of cutting sticks out. He has experience of all this machinery that he used to like pull out roots and different things. And I listened and I learned from that as well. Joe is a very good sales guy, and he has good sales you know, feedback and experience as well. So you should always be kind of like listening as well. And I don't mind competition. Like healthy competition is good because for you, the customer, you're going to get like quality product. But like when guys are starting to be a bit kind of childish and petty and like, you know, saying we don't exist and trying to insult my family name and my dad's name,
yes,
you know, it
can get very, you know,
it's
get agitated about it. All right.
My dad more so than me, but the thing is, with my dad's agitated, of course, I'm going to jump to his defense. I think that no one should insult the McCaffrey name for what we've achieved with Irish crafts. We are both experts in this field for having done it for so long, and we're both passionate about promoting Irishness, Irish crafts as well. It's one of the constant. If you've been watching me for the past 10 years, it's one of the things I'm very passionate about, and I keep saying as well. I want to keep ownership of this heritage product of Ireland, and the Blackthorn shillelagh is a heritage product of Ireland. It was presented to JFK, to dignitaries that would come to Ireland.
Yeah,
you know,
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali got it as well.
It, yeah.
So like the thing is,
Michael Collins, the famous freedom fighter here.
Michael Cusack as well.
Yeah, Michael Cusack, the GA founder. But there's another thing I just want to bring up is that these other clients, they want all the fellas who put lead-loaded heads and all this thing. They seem to favour that, where we do not. McCaffrey's do not want anything lead-loaded.
No, that's not our
style. A Blackthorn, you don't have to lead-load it because it's a heavy grained wood. It's heavy for a reason, and that's why. But these ones seem to they're trying all the tricks in the book.
I know,
but it won't work.
You know, like they they try all of these things, yet still you guys are supporting us, and know that as well. It's just a kind of little thing that's happened, I'd say, in the last year or two, and it's kind of like, it's like like when you're working and there's a mosquito or a little bug or something buzzing around or something annoying or a little bee. It's just kind of get a bit like that. Neil's given some advice. I wouldn't leave any sleep over that. I sleep pretty well because I'm so tired from cutting black Troy. When my head hits, I'm not joking. When I hit the pillow, head hits the pillow. Within 10 minutes, I'm asleep. I don't know. How do you sleep?
Oh, that takes me an hour to go to sleep. And I'm planning how I'm going to do some job in the morning, or how the best way to make something, or to some new idea. Yes. I'm always my brain is sort of racing.
Yeah, so Francis, you're number one in Google search results for Blacktron walking sticks for me. So the hell with those loser expert. Exactly, I'm number one. I exist as well, and I've done blood, sweat, and tears for 10 and 15 years. I've had injuries from the blackthorn. I just got stabbed in the ear today by a blackthorn, looking for blackthorn as well. And for new guys to say they're experts, and to be jumping around and dressing up. No Irish people dress up with all the fighting with flat caps and stuff, all that. I know that Nathan Featherstone, who is the Rambling Kern, he did a really good video on what people would wear as well, and he was quite critical of people as well that would dress up in these kind of costumes as well, jumping around pretending they're Irish. That the Irish didn't dress like that when they were fighting. If you watch the Rambling Kern, he has an excellent information and research he's done about Irish clothing, what the faction fighters would wear, and different things as well. And it's if I had the time, I'd love to debate. I've actually invited for a call onto my channel some of these detractors and new guys. I said, look, I've invited you, and they've declined my invitation. 3 of them. I said, look, I will quite happily bring you on my channel. I'll do an interview as well, but I'll put some questions to them. But of course, they wouldn't enjoy that, dealing with a real expert. Steve Kelly, I turned a wood chalice and sent it to my cousin in the convent at Sisters of Mercy on Carrick-on-Shore location.
Oh,
as well.
Yeah, that's right. Carrick-on-Shore. It's County Longford, isn't it? Yeah.
Leitrim, isn't it?
Leitrim, Longford. Yeah.
It's kind of up that way as well.
Yeah,
it's near the Shannon,
right.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the Shannon River. Yeah, it rises in County Cavan, the Shannon.
Let's see. Have you given any more thought to signing or branding of your sticks? Yeah. The thing is, how do you know I don't sign or brand my sticks? I can put little features in there that only I know about. Maybe there's something. Maybe you have to look at your stick a bit closely and see. There's always little things that I might do on the stick that sometimes one of the things I love to do is I love to give this really old kind of vintage look to the sticks. By sometimes you can see the handmade marks on the sticks as well. No one wants a perfect machined balls type of thing that's been wood turned. Sometimes you have to see it hand carved,
artificial,
and I love that. And also it's kind of good for a bit of friction as well. You don't have a really kind of smooth thing as well. And there's all little features that I like to do. You've seen the handles on my stick. They look so different. They're created naturally in nature. I just have an eye for kind of picking them out, and then I just kind of figure out how to make them comfortable in someone's hand as well. Not all my sticks look the same. They're all different. So a lot of McCaffrey sticks are quite quite different and one of a kind type of items as well. But it's something there that I should listen to and consider as well regarding the branding. But again, look, there could be some secret things going on there in the branding that you guys haven't spotted yet. Let's see. Does your dad speak Irish as well?
No, not one word of it.
No, he grew up in Fermanagh.
It wasn't allowed. It was forbidden because we were under British rule and they would not allow it. But things have changed there now, and all our religious people are talking mad. They're more Irish than the Irish themselves. So it's good better. Down here, they're not even promoting the Irish, because they say, well, sure, what, you don't need it. And I suppose in the theory, you don't need it to get a job or anything here. But I would have loved to have learned it, but I never got the chance.
Okay, Cearcalor, Augustul Araig, Erenos. There's some Irish for you. And just got here. Good morning from Colorado. There's Michael as well. We got my dad's response there to lead loading, because Michael was saying they're all at him at that.
That's right. Michael was the man, yeah. And I myself and Mike, we'd be trying to keep our name there.
Oh yeah, exactly. And let's see. I'd like to see some of your father's antique wood working tools. Many of us here really enjoy woodworking, so that would be cool as well. Yeah, I'm sure. Like you can bring out a few tools every now and again. You
Yeah,
might have a little segment or something like that. If you guys are interested, in, sure, why not? Like,
I could shoot out to the shed there and bring in a couple of it
do
now.
you want to bring in one?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'll
go
bring
on.
in
My
some.
dad will bring in one since you're
It's
asking.
dark here, but I'll find something.
Okay, he'll just find whatever's quick and handy. Don't expect too fancy now. He'll just grab whatever's easy. So look, there you go. Look what McCaffrey's will do for you, Mike. You know, my dad's going out to his shed now. Give him a few minutes. I'll catch up with these comments as well, and we'll see there which I know we're a bit behind in the comments, but yeah, we'll catch up with them now. 1 second now. Let's see if I can find where. Okay, good to see you, Frank. Good. Thank you guys very much. Very good. Edmain, to those words. Very good. Thank you. Thank you as always. Do you think all sticks should have a ferrule attached? I prefer stick without. I like to feel against the wood in the ground. Yeah, metal ferrules aren't really good on modern pavements. They come loose, and most people put a rubber ferrule over them. Traditionally ferrules weren't really used as well. They used to use the bottom of the wood, but I seal the bottom. I use like a metal washer and then put on the rubber ferrule on top, which is pretty good. Let's see. I mean, F and F, Francis and Frank. Oh yes, of course. Sorry, man, didn't spot that. What's not to like about the rubber stopper? Well, it's good. They're easy to replace as well, and it offers a better grip as well. So you don't want something that is going to slip or slide as well. Do you make sticks from Rome? We do. They're all sold out though. I have to cut more this year as well. Hello from New Jersey. Let's see, the Irish are the genetic denomination of the earth. There's plenty of Irish all over the world. I think everyone has some kind of Irishdom as well. Let's see, Germans are in America as well. Yeah, there's loads of Germans that have traveled as well, and Italians and loads of different nationalities. See, acquired one of your walking sticks last week. Absolutely beautiful. Using it every day at work to help me get around, and nothing but accolades from my fellow workers. Thank you very much. That's high praise. Muhammad Ali was from the same county as me as well. Cassius Clay, I think it was, wasn't it, before? So the seasoning process is basically storing it upside down in a dry, warm shed with plenty of air. And you do have to check the weights from time to time, check the bark, make sure you've sealed the ends, maybe put on some insect stuff as well to stop it. Francis, you're unique and a one of a kind to your Lactron project. Yeah, I know. I need that recognition. I should get some T-shirts made. Let's see. It's mahogany wood good for shillelagh. It's kind of heavier and more ornamental as well. Let's see. I made. Okay, let me catch up in these comments, and then you can have. Okay, I made a lot of loaded shillelaghs. But Francis is right. Normally, solid black drum doesn't need any lid. Yeah, look, it's fine to experiment and stuff, and everyone has their own kind of philosophy. To make some yourself is fine and different things, but there's issues when trying to sell them and ship them as well. You guys are very good guys, respectful. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. Spread the good word as well. Bourbon helps me to sleep. That's always pretty good. Some bourbon good and well after a cold day of cutting blackthorn. Francis, next month I'll grab a couple of your walking sticks for Christmas gifts. Hurry up, Joe, man, because a lot of them will be sold out. Like I'm going to put a nice batch over the next 2 weeks. So if you are getting some for Christmas gifts, get in as quickly as possible. Because I don't know how big the surge is going to be now in orders for Christmas. Like all the signs are there that there's big interest in blackthorn at the moment. Ones I bought elsewhere, wasn't very pleased. Yeah, look, it's like everything. It's hit or miss. Sometimes you get good sticks. Sometimes you just have to kind of take your time. Let's see. You see, Michael said greetings from the USA. Hello to you. Just give me a moment now to catch up with these. At some point, I'll get one for myself. Good. The Irish are tougher bred. Sometimes we can. Let's see. Do you ever weaponize staffs, shillelaghs like staffs with a knobber head? Nah, like we try not to do things like that as well. Let's see. Just make kind of nice staffs and sticks and different type of nice shillelaghs as well. The Irish are tougher bred. Oh yeah. Let's see. Do you ever add leather handles to your stick? I put a little leather lanyard on a few of the shillelaghs, but not really because I don't want to hide anything. Like sometimes they put leather, like when it's a 2-piece stick and they've attached the handle, they'll wrap leather around just to kind of hide the attachment and stuff. So just to distinguish it as well, I kind of usually do it like a little bit different. Would it be poor form give your stick a small leather wrap in your opinion? When it's your stick, Jimmy, you do whatever you want if you own it, man. It's your stick. If you feel you want to do that, sure, why not? No cookie cooker products from you, yes. Do your dad do power carving? No, we don't. Time to go to work. Take care. See you, Joe. What's the difference between rowan and blackthorn? You know, chalk and cheese they're both different. Rowan's a lighter, different wood. Mountain ash, different leaves, different fruit. Less dense. Blackthorn's a dense, heavier wood as well. So they're quite different. Hi from Larchmont, New York. I was just received 3 walking sticks just less than a week. Now my Xmas shopping is sorted. That's the best way. Get in early. Just give me another minute to catch up with these, and then we can talk to my dad about his tools. Good day, gents. Upon inspiration for you, I'm curing walnut and red oak sticks. I'm in the West Coast, California. What characteristics should I look for to know when they're ready for shaping? Just make sure that they're not, the root wood isn't green anymore. And when it's fully seasoned, you can straighten it a bit better as well. Wood can take a few years to season, so you just need a lot of patience. Let's see. Do you all ever make full staff length shillelaghs that have heft and weight? I hiked the Appalachian Trail. Actually, a friend of mine wanted me to do that, and I want a 70-inch elite knob head in case of predators as well. We don't do the 78 giant things.
The couriers won't take that length, will they?
No, but there's another practical reason. It's you can't hold that. If you're going tracking with a 70-inch with a ball on top, your wrist is going to be, it's too heavy. It's impractical. It'll look cool for like 500 meters, maybe a kilometer. But you'd be tired. Your hand and your wrist.
You want to be Andre the Giant to carry it?
Yeah, you'd want to be Andre the Giant or Andre the Beast from Germany, to the 6'4" animal in Germany, to do that. Let's see. I have a rubber boot on the bottom of my shillelagh, keeps it from slipping. Very good.
Good idea.
Was cricket invented by the Irish using shillelaghs? No idea. we can claim it if you want. Hurling as well. Let's see. Let's see now.
Kelly.
Looking into your creations, having right card, a little bit of twinge and a shipping across the pond, but I know that's out of your control. Yeah, like there's a strike or something with what do you call it, the Royal Mail, and there's some delays on getting stuff from the UK at the moment. Like I order things online from the UK, and it takes a good 2 weeks to get it into Ireland as well. But look, it still arrives. It just takes a bit longer. So what can you do? Like the UK is not in Europe anymore, and they have their customs. Would a gun stock oil work in your sticks? I don't know. It probably would, because isn't that used to like bring out the wood grain? I think they're just tongue oils and stuff. Let's see now. And we'll see now. Brian Smith, could you buy one of the sticks that are 50 side legs long so I can attach a knob to it? Sure. Once it's your stick, you can do what you want with it.
Yeah,
like there's no problem there as well. Mm-hmm. So you're quite happy to do that. Okay. So now I think my dad's I've caught up with the comments. He can show you some of his tools.
No,
I can relax.
Yeah. Well, oh yeah. Can I see it? This here is a very, very old antique spoke shave. So this would be what probably my grandfather used.
Hold it up there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Me? Okay.
Yeah. You hold it there.
Okay, I'll demonstrate. And
this is what my grandfather would have used for shaping the donkey car handles, and he used to make gates and spoke shape as a spoke for putting the spokes. Those wooden spokes and wheels, and that's what that tool is for. And it's a very old one now. I actually use that one myself now for shaping handles for shovels and spades and stuff. I had to make them. There's a little bit of a braid thing in it, but it still works great.
Yeah.
Now that's that one. Now this here is another very old one as well, but it didn't get much use. It's real pristine shape, and it's meant to be Iverson. They make, you might see it, Francis better. Yeah, I think it's Joe Iverson. They were like Italian or some crowd, but
Maker's Mark there.
Yeah. No. Looking here. It's just there. It's stamped on.
Yeah, there it is. That's
it. You can't read. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. No.
Look, there it is.
Yeah, that's it.
It's just hard to.
Oh yeah, go on. Yeah, that's it. I think it's Iverson. So that'd be a tool now that there is a lot of interest for fellas to buy, but I won't leave go of either of my spoke shares, because I have use for them, and they're just sort of like a family heirloom. Now, this is the other one here, and it's a Stanley plain, but it's just not an ordinary one. It's a Stanley Bailey number 4, and it was called a Sweetheart, American one, and it's very rare. It was type 14, and it was made just between the period 19 and 29 and 30, just for 1 year. So I can show that. I think that's just a bit of writing with it that I put in. Yeah. So that's a pretty valuable little tool.
Yeah. Yeah, one more.
Just
One more.
a little type of a hammer. I use that. I have nearly used every. You might have seen me using it there the last day I was doing work. Yeah, and it's like a cobbler's type hammer, and it would be an upholster's hammer with the way that this here is attached to it. Yeah, so that's another sort of a ancient tool. But I've loads of them there, but it's lashing rain now, so I just shut out and got them too. The others in another shed that I'd have to.
Yeah,
it's dark now. There's no light.
Okay, but no, that's fine. That's fine. Look, the guys there wanted to have a look.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah.
Let's see. So in December, I'll start cutting. Yeah, because November is just a busy month for shipping. I have places of old nice hedges. I have this the same tools like Frank as well. Works very well.
That's it. Yeah, good man. Yeah, it's handy out. That's right.
You'd love my workshop. I have every kind of tool imaginable. So.
Oh yeah. Well, that's it too. But the only thing is, if you have all them tools, you're not letting go of them either.
Yeah.
See, I do sell. I am a man that I keep them, but I sell a lot of them. So there's no point building up. I'm 74 almost now, and that's it. There's going to be no more use for them.
You're in your prime. You're still in your prime.
We had a nice trek today, and
yeah. I was worried.
You were breathing heavy. You were breathing heavy there.
No. That's because I was stabbed in the ear.
Oh, that was right. Yeah, the stab in the ear. But
look,
compared to the last time up the mountain,
I have. You see here as well. I cut my head.
Oh.
You see there. I got hit by the blackthorn. It didn't break skin, but there's a big line there. That's where a branch got me as well.
Yeah, no, and it's risky this weather because they're still poisonous.
Yeah, no, we had a chance today to go out and look at a few different things, and my dad had found like a nice little patch, and we went and explored it as well. But like, it's always kind of difficult to get in and get out of these places. You have to be careful, and I don't want to get in trouble with Mom by getting Dad injured or something like that, bringing him up someplace that's just too difficult to get in and out. Because he's not quite the mountain goat he used to be at 74. Like, let's see, James. I can't find anywhere to collect wood. But I may check on the top of the mountain, one place still unposted. Yeah, you got to walk, and you'll eventually find different pieces that are quite interesting. Just look what's local in your area and what guys have used over the years as well. And so Mark Tucker says you're a young lad of 74.
Yeah, that's right, Mark. Yeah,
exactly.
That's for sure.
Let's see. Found them tools all over the local private market as well.
Yeah,
so
that's right. Yeah,
those markets you can find good things in the markets as well.
Yeah, you see, that's what I enjoy going looking and seeing, and it's easy. And I do like to have a use for them and use them for a while, and then.
All right, I'll leave my dad answer the guy question. So who'd you like on Sunday, East Kerry or Mid Kerry?
Oh, Mid Kerry. There's a lot of the Killoughlin lads here are playing, and Cremon, where my wife is from. Yeah. They are playing for Mid Kerry, so yeah, that's it.
There you have it as well. So any more questions? There will be about 5 more minutes. Then we have to head. Then I think so. We'll go for another about 5 or 6 minutes. So if you have any more questions you have to ask my dad or anything in particular, like don't be shy, ask away. We're here for you guys in the community to let us to give you an idea of who we are and what we're about. And we take this quite seriously too. We like to put out as many products as possible and try to have like everything you see on my website is available for purchase. 3 to 5 day shipping is pretty good. Shipping in the UK at the moment takes a bit longer. There's some kind of delays because there was some kind of postal strike which put some delays with customs. Well, it still arrives, but it just takes a bit longer. So if you're in America and you order a stick, you probably get it quicker than someone say in Manchester or something like that from us. But it's the same for every order going in and out of the UK at the moment. If I order anything from inside the UK, it can take me 2 weeks to get. I think going into the UK is not too bad. Like they can have it within a week or so. But things coming out can be, has to go through a lot of different things as well. Let's see. Did you celebrate Halloween? Sure, you could ask my dad. How do you?
Oh,
Thunder.
thunder. I seen the flash of lightning there. Yeah, thunder. No, I do not. I don't believe in Halloween at all. No, it was never celebrated in my time, but now it seemed to have become popular.
Horror movies. I grew up in the 80s, so it was all Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees and all of these different things. So of course I always kind of took to Halloween as well. I thought it was quite interesting.
I have a diamond willow. I must show that. Will I bring in my diamond willow?
Do you have one?
I do.
Go on then.
Will I see that lightning is that here?
Don't get hit by light. At the moment, there's a thunderstorm. There's just like the thunder and lightning has just started here in Cloglan, which is unusual. So I'm telling my dad be careful going outside because I don't get in trouble with mom. Yeah, there's another thunder there. Probably, I don't know if you can hear it. It's a bit more thunder, so a bit of a thunderstorm going on. What do your dad think of North American woods like diamond willow? He just said he has some diamond willow. Someone, I don't know where he got it. He said he's got some. He's gone out to his shed to get it. Oh, my dad's got tons of things. Like if you get him started on these tools, like for hours and hours and hours, he'll go on hours and hours. If you want to get a good night's sleep, you can listen to that. But there's diamond willow, ocean orange, black cherry, black walnut, persodum, and dogwood. Like I've heard people mention all of these American woods and speak highly of them as well, that they all have their unique stories and history as well, and they all have their uses. And people wouldn't use them if they weren't any good, so obviously they're good woods as well. Wait, my dad's coming in from the rain now. Is it lashing rain? It is. He has some diamond willow or something like that. Don't slip, he's all wet here. It's raining quite heavily here in Ireland at the moment.
Yeah. See what I do for you all.
The gangs in New York. That's just a kind of made up type of thing. It's just too heavy to hold if it was like real. Where'd you get this? What's this? Oh, diamond willow.
Look at that, T. That's the diamond willow now. Show them.
Okay, so my dad actually has a diamond willow stick. It's a kind of bendy type of Nanny McPherson type of stick.
And you see because of why they're called diamonds. Look at the diamond shapes in it. See them there? Yeah. Look at them. See all those diamonds.
This is my first time seeing diamond willow, actually. Let's have a look.
Yeah.
It's quite a dense.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
it's as hard as the hobs of hell. Yeah, it's very hard.
It's actually nice wood.
See, yeah,
What's the grain on it though? Like, they put too much finish on there though.
Yeah, I don't think it has bark. That must be. I don't want to. That's the way. It's just dusty too because I ended up in the.
Yeah, but they've missed. You should refinish that. It'd look nicer then.
Yeah, but you see, look at there was a repair done to it.
Oh yeah.
See that section? Look at that.
That's
see that? Yeah. So that's an antique looking one, isn't it?
No.
Why not?
Yeah, I can see where they repaired it.
Yeah, they repaired it. Put on a piece on it.
They added a piece. So this piece here has just been stuck on and added to it as well.
And I think I put a rubber thing on it, but I think it has its. See the original type of one. Look at the way it was worn. You see?
Yeah, but this is pretty old. Like
it's as old as that's an old one.
This is quite an old one.
I just put it on just in case.
Yeah.
Because it's slide, you'd break your neck with it.
All right, this is my first time seeing a diamond willow. It feels good. It seems very strong and sturdy as well. I do like these little kind of features. I think they're actually quite cool. You could actually bring them out and do a lot of different things with them as well, and experiment colors and the grain. Mm-hmm. Obviously, like this is just a really thick varnish that's been put in as well. The only thing I don't like is this kind of sharp tail they put onto it as well, but obviously that was just to kind of hold their
maybe position. A pistol grip or something.
Yeah,
and I think that these diamond willows are crispy. They're like the winds and the four bushes that we have here. They look like that type of timber, only they haven't got that diamondy thing in it.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Like my opinion is good on that diamond willow. It actually looks pretty good. It looks like it would. I wonder, like straightening it, how malleable it would be to straighten as well. Because I always see they're always super bendy, and I wonder is that like for a reason as well. Nice weekend to you guys in the stream. Oh, we got some money donated to us, a £5 from Clark Sargent. Are you able to recognize your own sticks from other makers if you were to see them out in public? 100%.
Yeah. Oh, yes, of course.
Easily.
Yeah, that's
like there's so many things you can see, like in person, like from a picture, it's impossible to kind of tell sometimes. But definitely 100% I'd know my sticks just by holding them, just by looking at them. I for some strange reason, I can remember a lot of my sticks. I remember the story of them. When I look at the old pictures or someone sent, I actually remember cutting that stick. I rember making that as well. And more thunder outside, lashing as well. Clark, thank you very much for that $5. I'll give that to my dad to to get something for himself as well. You know, he'll pick up something in the little hardware store probably. Let's see, and thanks very much for that super chat as well. We really do appreciate that. Let's see, Mary Miles, Frank. I'd like to hear a couple of stories about Francis when he was growing up. Moving on.
Yeah, that's it. We haven't got all night. Mary, yeah.
Sorry, we're out of time. We're out of time. We're out of time. We're out of time. We don't have time for that. Sorry. As much as I'd like to.
I get banned from his page.
Oh, the thunder. Yeah. I'll have to ban him from here.
Who spoke about Damon Willow? Irish Shillelagh. Oh, yeah, who was it spoke about?
No, a guy was asking us about American Woods. I can't remember. It's James, I think it was.
Yeah, so this Irish Shillelagh wanted to know that. Who spoke about it?
It was James Coleman.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see, I have 2 sticks made out of cactus. Wait, 1 second. I have 2 sticks made out of cactus from the southwest. One is spine from the large green cactus, and the other is Oscilla cactus. Yeah, like I don't know too much about working with cactus, but you can send me some pictures. That sounds pretty interesting. I think it's interesting just using your local woods and different things. Like it's unique to your area, because what's unique to your area is fascinating for people that don't have that wood. Like for me, seeing a diamond willow, that was actually quite interesting. Good afternoon, Matt.
Yeah, hello, Matt. Yeah.
Are those draw knives, spoke shears are truly functional art?
Oh, yeah,
The quality of antique tools still endures today.
Oh, yeah, they're brilliant.
The wall hangers that you really enjoy using, appreciate those heirloom tools as well.
Whatever kind of steel is in the blades, they're tremendous. You know, they're not like the modern tools. You know, I've never sharpened them in years, but then I don't abuse them either. So I suppose, you know. Yeah, one of those things.
The weather's coming down strong here in Ireland. We're lucky we got in here as well.
Oh, it's a pure downpour at the minute. Yeah,
it's a really, really heavy downpour. So usually that might start to cut off the internet as well.
The only thing about it is we're up on a hill here, so we don't worry about flooding.
That's it. Okay, guys, I think we might end the live stream now here.
Some fella asking about ash.
All right, we'll ask him that. Is ash good for sticks, or is it best used for hurley for some reason? It's good for hurley.
It's good for sticks as well.
The Limerick Faction Fighters used to use that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. See, sometimes it depends where you live, and if you can't get one thing, you have to get a substitute. Yeah. Oh no, there's nothing wrong with ash. The only thing now is getting very scarce because
diebacks are all dying.
They're dying now here in Ireland.
They're all diseased.
So
that's the problem with ash.
And you know, we don't do anything with them now. You have to stay away from them.
Yeah, you can't touch ash at the moment. No, the dieback came in and it's taken out all the ash forest. All the forestry guys will tell you that as well. They lost all their money.
Yeah. Taboo. Yeah.
Okay. Bye. Cheers, you lad. Bye. Thank you both for sharing. All right, guys.
Okay.
Slán lad, slán go full. Take care. Here, you can see my dad beforehand.
That's it. Keep her lit.
Keep her cutting. All right. All right. Goodbye.